she asks Samson, like, what could be done to overpower you? And he says, if they tie me up with 7 fresh bowstrings. So one night they come in, they tie him up with these 7 bowstrings. He snaps them, right? And so then Delilah is like, wait, you've mocked me. You told me lies. And so she asks again, and he says, oh, if they took 2 new ropes, tied me up. They come in with 2 new ropes, tie him up, snap. Breaks him again. And she's upset again. You mocked me. You lied to me. She asks again, and he tells her again another lie, right? And so they keep going back and forth. Samson lying. She's really lying to him about her intentions. And it's like, it's honestly ironic to see this, right?
It is. And like the overall, just like, I don't know, like when you look at this and you look at a relationship, and it just brings me back to like biblical relationships and what you're striving for. And it's like, that ain't it, chief. Like that's not what you're going for in a relationship filled with lies and with sin is not good. And you continue down to where Delilah, after nagging for so long, gets Samson to actually tell her the truth. And in the same sermon by J.D. Greer, he said, the only reason I can chalk this up to that is that, men are stupid. And, if somehow more females listen to the show than men based on our demographics, and like more power to all the females that watch this show. And Jordan's single, by the way. But basically, oh, I guess Jacob is too. Basically,
thanks, brother.
Basically, I think for the ladies, like guys are stupid. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. And there's just so much like you just gotta like watch out for. That's what I'm gonna leave it at.
I think you do bring up a good point though. So in a book by Ben Stewart called Single, Dating, Engaged, Married, he talks about it. Yep. Thanks, brothers. Link in the description. But he talks about being equally yoked. And really, when Paul talks about it, he's referring all the way back to, I would say it's either Deuteronomy probably, and where Moses says, don't yoke a cow with a donkey. And in that thing, it's like, if you yoke a cow and a donkey, a yoke's something you put on their necks and it keeps them together. And a cow's going to be going and it's not going to work very well, right? If you're trying to go this way and they're trying to go this way, it's not going to work. And it's the same thing in marriage. If I'm following after God and I'm chasing God with all my heart, and I marry a woman who isn't following God, it's not going to be very good, right? I'm going to be going this way, trying to follow God, and she's going to be going up, down, anywhere else, but she's not following after God. And one of 2 things are going to happen. Either 1, I'm going to keep going this way, and I'm not going to be able to grow very well, or 2, I'm just going to turn around and not follow God. And that is problematic. So my encouragement to all the brothers and sisters out there, believe me, we're all in our single seasons. We're all, longing for the day. But trust in God's plan and look for a brother and sister in Christ who is running after God with all their heart, because that's someone you want to yoke with, that you can go and serve the mission of God for his glory, and that you can, you will fulfill what God says. Jesus and the church, marriage is supposed to represent that. So men, you're going to want to find a woman who you can love so much that you can sacrifice your life for, like Jesus did the church. And women, you're going to want to find a man who loves God and who he has submitted his life to God, so that you can submit your life to him like God calls you to.
Yeah, we're on the topic, but like you guys are right. There is honestly a lot of application here for biblical relationships. Jordan, you mentioned Proverbs earlier, but I think verse 16, it says, because she nagged him day after day. And I know there's so many verses in Proverbs that talk about a nagging wife and how that's not a good thing. And then you can see here that Samson, he's lying to her just time after time. Granted, she's got the wrong intentions, but you can see that this is not a good biblical relationship right here.